Hi guys, please like and subscribe.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry it took me so long to do these Easter egg videos because there's so much, and I probably did miss a whole bunch. But there's two also things I want to say. Free Comic Book Day was May 7th. It was awesome. I got some more comic books. I got a Black Panther comic book. It was a cool line. There was people dressed up, and Spider-Man is hilarious in this movie. He's hilarious. So let's start with number one, timely gift. Why timely gift? Remember when Iron Man gives him the pen, he's like, and then Captain America's like, a timely gift? Because Marvel used to be called Timely Comics. Before it was Marvel Comics. And Tony Stink, he called him Tony Stink. That's a pretty cool one. Crossbones, no, well, that was number two, but Crossbones, number three, Crossbones. We see Crossbones, you can recognize, ooh, I can't remember his name, but Brock, that's his last name. You can recognize him in his armor. His face looks like burnt and everything because he did get really injured in that movie. Number four, Red Wing. If you remember in the comics, Red Wing was actually a live Red Falcon that Falcon used. But Red Wing is actually like a drone. It's pretty cool because he can launch it out of his pack. It comes out and does everything. Number five, the X-Men toss. Remember when Scarlet and Cap, Scarlet threw Cap there, and the same thing happened with Colossus and Wolverine. Colossus used to make Wolverine pop his claws, throw him, and just go like completely insane with his claws. Number six, Ant-Man does ride Hawkeye's arrow. We see that in the trailer too. But it's pretty funny because we see it in the comic books and the movie. Number seven, Giant Man. Giant Man is the last one I'm gonna do for this frame of the video. But Giant Man is cool. He appears. You can see him in the trailer. The second one they released, like it's a good movie for people that have not seen it. But he's cool. He goes big. He looks really real. He's hilarious when he does that, and it's good. It's just hilarious that he does that. He's really good. So this is all I'm gonna do for this faction of this fraction of the video. I'll be right back after these pictures. So also, you remember he's Tony Stark is saying to Captain America, "I always hated you." If you've seen Iron Man 2 when he's showing that video, Iron Man watches the video, he's saying, "You were my greatest creation." And then we get to see a young version of Tony, which he looks really young, just kind of like almost exactly how he looked in the past. And then as we know, Iron Man probably has a special connection to Spider-Man. That's why he probably chose him, because Iron Man lost both his parents. Well, his family and Uncle Ben too. Well, no, Iron Man lost both his parents. Spider-Man lost his uncle and the parents. He's being taken care of by Aunt May. And then when we see Spider-Man first come in, he has this pizza shirt. Because remember in Spider-Man the film, he had a pizza shirt. I mean, not a pizza shirt. He was a pizza delivery guy. And we see the mechanical web shooters. That's how it was in the comics. Until someone changed it and they put it in the first Spider-Man film. But then they changed it back in the in the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. And then they kept it like that. So and later in the end credits, he's playing with the new web shooters that Iron Man gave him. And then in the comic Civil War, Spider-Man switches to Team Cap. He just completely switches to it, and he leaves Iron Man's side and goes to Captain America's side. So in Infinity War, well, I mean, Spider-Man is gonna get his same suit that he has now in Spider-Man: Homecoming. Watch my video if you haven't seen about that. But he's gonna get a new suit in Infinity War, the Avengers 3, which is gonna have two parts. And then he, in the comics, he did eventually join Avengers. He eventually joined the Avengers. But the very first time he actually did join them was in the Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 3. That was his first team up with the Avengers. Then, well, that was 15, 16, and 17. Number 18, he did help fight Thanos in the comics. Number 19, we see Peggy's niece, Sharon Carter. And then number 20, we see Ross, Thunderbolt Ross, slash Red Hulk. He's the Red Hulk in the comics, but it's probably not going to happen anytime soon, or if at all, in the movies. Then number 21, the Sokovia Accords is like the Stanford incident in the comics. So when they say they can't find Hulk or Thor, his Thor went back to Asgard, and Hulk will be in Thor Ragnarok, so he's gonna be on Asgard in Thor Ragnarok. And so that was 22. Number 23, Chris Hemsworth and Tom Holland before Civil War were actually working on a movie together before they even started filming it. Number 24, Baron Zemo. We see Baron Zemo in the movie. They call him Zemo, and his family, of course, died, and he's a huge bad guy in the comics. The mask one, well, really, there's a lot of stories about it, but he's a huge bad guy in the comics. So his whole thing is manipulating the Avengers, showing the tape to Iron Man that Winter Soldier killed his parents, his family death, everything. And then the Civil War cover, we see Captain America versus Iron Man on each side, like with line in the middle, like it's like the exploding and everything. It's awesome. They did a cover in comic books and in the movie. Number 27, Ant-Man grabs War Machine in the midair, and he's like, little guy turned big now, and then whatever. Because that also resembled a cover in the comic books of a comic book. Number 28, Spider-Man got his hands on Captain America's shield. That happened in the comics too, and in the movies. The other Winter Soldiers, 29, did not happen. They just completely excluded that. Would you guys like it if they did do that in a future movie? Comment below and tell me what you guys think. Number 30, The Empire Strikes Back, AT-AT. So, we see that he's like, the Empire Strikes Back, the one, we see that quote, well, not quote, reference to it, and he's like, hey, remember that really old movie where, they knocked down that really big thing? He spun his webs around Giant Man or Ant-Man's feet. He falls, he has a big headache, and it's pretty cool. So AT&T, that was a cool reference. So really, Spider-Man is like Luke Skywalker in this movie. So he really is like Luke Skywalker in this movie. So in the movie, Captain America breaks the Avengers out of the raft, the prison. It's like a big super max prison in the middle of the ocean, which is pretty cool in the movie. It's also like something like that in the comics. Number 32, the hint to Iron Man in the Spider-Man film. We see a lot of hints throughout the movie that Iron Man will be in there. Of course, we know he's gonna be in there, but we haven't really seen him after that. Spider-Man's like kind of falls to the ground. He's trying to get up, but he's like too tired. Iron Man's like, stay down, kid, and he's like, no, I can do this. And he's like, oh, never mind, I can't do this. And so he just stays back down. Then we see him in the end credits. There's 2 end credits in the movie. Do not make that mistake. I did it once. I have to go watch it again. But I missed. I went up to the first end credits. I didn't watch the second end credits. Then I watched it again. Watch the second end credits as well. Number 33. Aunt May seems way more smarter than she actually looks. I mean, she just does it like Pepper Potts. Like she's like, are you sure nothing else happened, Peter? And he's like, yeah, whatever. Because she probably knows he's Spider-Man, but letting him think that he's keeping a secret. Number 34. I can do this all day. Captain America says that when he's fighting Iron Man. Most people probably saw that as the first Avenger. When a bully was beating him up, he grabs a trash can shield. He's like, I can do this all day. He does the exact same thing in Civil War, except not a trash can. He gets his fist up. He's like, I can do this all day, and he's like tired. Number 35, pure comic book Spider-Man. He won't stop talking. Here's an example. He's really like, he's talking a whole bunch, and then someone says like, there's usually not that much talking in the fight. And he's like, oh yeah, sorry, I messed up about that. It's just hilarious. He pure Spider-Man comic. He just won't stop talking. He's an awesome character in this movie. So it was an awesome movie. Aunt May is getting younger and younger. As we see in the first Spider-Man film, she looks really old. She has white hair. The Amazing Spider-Man, she does it old, but not as old as she did before. In this one, she looks younger. She has black hair. She looks like she could play an anime. That's how originally she was drawn. But yeah. So it was a great movie. I love doing Easter eggs for it. I'm gonna do that on all of them. I'm gonna do top. I'm gonna go by fives, top 5, top 10. I already told you about that, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It was a great movie. You guys should watch it. I'm gonna go watch it some more times because it was so incredibly awesome. That's all I have to say for this video, and bye.